The Toyota Kijang acronym, Kerjasama Indonesia Jepang, is a series of pickup trucks and minivans sold in Indonesia and Brunei, made by Toyota. Kijang, meaning deer muntjac in Indonesian, was first introduced in Indonesia in 1977 and it has become the most popular car in the country. The car was first built in the Philippines, where it was launched on December 2, 1976. This car is also sold in other countries, and is known as the Unser in Malaysia, Zace in Taiwan, Qualis and Innova in India, Nepal, and the Philippines, and Stallion and Condor in South Africa. The original Kijang is known as the Revo in the Philippines. It is relatively affordable in the markets where sold when compared to four-wheel drive vehicles and features high seating capacity, high ground clearance and rugged suspension, popular features in an area with generally poor road conditions and large extended families. It is manufactured as a CKD in almost every country it is sold in, and many of the parts come from each of the markets in which it is sold. The Kijang was designed with ease of manufacture in mind. In 1986, assembly of a Kijang only cost 42% of the cost of assembling the much smaller Corolla 1300. First generation, the prototype was displayed at the 1975 Jakarta Fair, and production began in 1977. The first Kijang was a compact, light pickup truck powered by 1.2-litre 3K engine matched a 4-speed manual transmission. The pickup with rear body and roof was also produced. The Kijang minibus was built by a local company. The Kijang first entered the Indonesian market on June 9, 1977, although it had been on sale in the Philippines since 1976. It was a boxy pickup truck with externally hinged half-doors and plastic canvas windows. Called KF-10, it shared the 3K engine with the 1972 Corolla, coupled to a 4-speed manual transmission. It was nicknamed Kijang because of the long engine hood is opened like a crocodile mouth. The KF-10 Kijang car sold 26,806 units until 1981, when replaced by the second-generation Kijang. Second generation, the 20 Series Kijang retained its boxy style although the body panels were different. Under its slimmer hood was a 1.3-litre 4K engine, which was replaced in 1985 by a 1.5-litre 5K. The only transmission was a 4-speed manual. The facelift model had rectangular headlights. In the Philippines, the Tamaraw was also sold as long wheelbase 30 Series. Third generation. Introduced in late 1986, the Kijang was offered as short wheelbase and long wheelbase. The standard trim level had a 4-speed manual transmission, while the Super variant had a 5-speed manual and a better-equipped interior. Introduced in this generation was full-pressed body minivan built by companies appointed by Toyota. This technique were applied to reduce usage of putties up to €5 kilograms for each car. Facelift occurred in 1992. The minibus now received a right-side rear door and adopted a new name, Toyota Original Body, instead of full-press body. In its creation process, it was fully pressed and used pointed welding. Up to this time, this model can be said as the one and only putty-free Kijang. The trim levels for the minibus were, Standard, a base model Kijang with 4-speed manual, standard dashboard and no power features. Deluxe, an upgraded version of base Kijang with new refined dashboard, better quality interior materials, steel rims with center caps, single AC, basic audio system with radio receiver, etc. Grand Extra, top-of-the-range model with double blower AC, alloy wheels, suede covered door trim and seats, power steering, power mirror, power windows, tachometers, upgraded audio system with tape deck and radio receiver, alarms and power locks. Kijang Rover, a coach builder model with more spacious interior, power windows for all 4 doors, center console, refined audio system with 4 speakers and 2 tweakers, wooden trim, specially made door trim, new alloy wheels and new rear end. Kijang Jantan, a coach builder model with larger trunk capacity, air conditioning system with rear defogger, leather seats and same luxuries as Kijang Rover. Kijang Container, a coach builder model based on Kijang Rover Jantan with higher roof and higher ground clearance. In 1994, the Kijang received a second facelift, including a new grille, new and 14 inches racing aluminium wheel, new steering wheel, tachometers for deluxe trim, and the larger carbureted 1.8-litre 7K COHV engine. With the introduction of 7K engine, the production of 5K engine was completely stopped. On August 17, 1995, a 4-speed automatic gearbox was introduced as an optional modification for the SGX and LGX models for the first time for the Kijang. This 1995-1996 version was an anniversary model and was relatively expensive. It cost £100 million at the time. The Kijang was sold in India under the name of Toyota Qualis. The Qualis was based on the third-generation model, but came with a newer fourth-generation nose. It was the launch vehicle of Toyota in India. Critics say the vehicle was outdated, that came with an awkward design and did not expect it to sell well. However, Qualis was a hit as the vehicle was welcomed by taxi and fleet operators over others like Tata Sumo. A version was built and sold in South Africa as the Venture, with the pickup variant called the Stallion. It was called as the Tamaraw FX in the Philippines when it was introduced in the early 1990s. In the Philippines, the Tamaraw FX was available with a 1.8-litre 7kc petrol engine, or the 2-litre 2C diesel. Power was 78 horsepower and 69 horsepower respectively, allowing for top speeds of 130 or 125 km per hour. Standard, Deluxe and GL were the equipment levels offered. Fourth generation. In early 1997, the new Kijang received a redesign to be larger, heavier, and have the completely rounded, aerodynamic shape, and was now in the compact class, rather than subcompact, and was more powerful and more refined than its predecessors. The minibus, often known as Kijang Capsule, was either the 70 series or the 80 series. The pickup model was the 60 series. The diesel-equipped Kijang was the favorite model in Indonesia, and it could achieve up to 14 km per litre of fuel, which was comparable to the Isuzu Panther. The design cues of this generation of the Kijang later appeared in the last revisions of the Philippines Revo. The fourth-generation Kijang vehicles were generally released in two series of trims: Long Series, LX, Standard in Indonesia. The 1997 Lucis version has 4-speed manual transmission, but starting from the facelift model in 2000, the transmission has changed with 5-speed manual transmission. LSX, Standard Plus, LGX, Deluxe, equipped with double blower AC, cassette tape CD player, power windows and garnish. Also for the first time, a 4-speed automatic transmission variant was offered as standard optional equipment rather than modification. Crista, Deluxe Sport Edition. Short Series, SX, Standard, SSX, Standard Plus, SGX, Deluxe, Ranger, Deluxe Sport Edition. The pickup variant was offered with standard deck and flat deck. Trim levels for the minibus included SX, SSX, SGX, LX, LSX, LGX and Crista. The short wheelbase and sporty Ranger was also offered for a short time, but this model was not successful in the market, with only a very few units sold. A version called Rover Ace, and Jantan Raider made by local company, was also sold only a few units. In the year 2000, the Kijang got a new front end. The 2.0-litre engine was offered in the LGX and Crista models. Another minor change was given in 2002 with new grille, rear garnish, and some small changes with its features. Fourth-generation Kijang, in Indonesia, was changed 3 times. First edition, the body's steel was thicker than second edition. The window was still equipped with a rubber seal. It used 1.8-litre carbureted gasoline and 2.4 diesel engine. Second edition, thinner body steel was used to decrease production cost. Therefore, the new model was sold as the same price as the first model. It used compound sealant for the rear window, while the front windscreen was still using rubber seals. The design of the front panel was slightly changed. For this model, customers could choose which engine they wanted to use: the original 2.0-litre EFI gasoline engine, a 2.4-litre diesel engine or the new 1.8-litre EFI engine. LSX and SSX trim got in K 15 inches racing alloy wheels as an option. 3rd edition, LSX and LGX series and SSX and SGX for short series were now equipped with suede toe trim. The interior changed into full beige color. A version was built and sold in South Africa as the Condor with 4x4 drivetrain and more features such as airbags, higher roof and AC with climate control. Also available with 3.0 L5L engine. 5th generation. In September 1, 2004, Toyota launched the all-new Kijang, with the introduction of the new Toyota Avanza as a cheaper version to replace non-premier Kijangs. The new Kijang is more luxurious and expensive than the previous generation. This all-new Kijang is called the Kijang Innova. The Innova was an MPV powered by either a 2.0 L1 TFA VVTi gasoline, a 2.7 L2 TFA VVTi gasoline, or a 2.5 L2 KDF TVD4D common rail turbo diesel. Although the exterior design is quite similar to the Wish, which has a monocoque chassis, the Kijang Innova has a body-on-frame chassis using the Hilux platform. It was part of Toyota's IMV program together with the Hilux pickup truck and Fortuner SUV. Models available are J Business, J, E, G, G Luxury, V and V Luxury. 2014 facelift. This generation has been facelifted 3 times. 2008 changed front bumper and grille design, rear lamps and bumpers, and redesigned the wheels. Two-tone interior color is now a standard. 2011 changed front and rear fascia and redesigned the wheels. E-grade now received alloy wheels and double blower AC. The steering wheel design is now changed. Center dashboard fascia is now have freshened design and add more features such as sat-nav, cameras, etc. Rear wipers is now a standard. 2013, redesigned the front bumper, rear bumper and grille and added rear ornaments. G, V and luxury variants got two-tone wheel color and new aero rocket. Interior color changed to black and gray. ABS, 4-spoke steering wheel, rear blower and dual SRS airbags is now a standard. The Innova MPV sold in large numbers in India, primarily serving the tourist taxi market and fleet operations of large technology business process outsourcing companies. It also enjoyed large markets in Malaysia, East Timor and Philippines. In the Philippines, it replaced the Tamaraw FX Revo line in the process, as the Toyota MPV sold there became simply known as the Innova. 6th generation. The 2016 version of Toyota Kijang Innova in Indonesia is a completely new vehicle with a new platform and engine series. This completely revised MPV has received 2.0-litre 1-tier FE dual VVTi engine that produces 139 picoseconds of power at 5600 rpms with 183 Nm of torque at 4000 rpms. The diesel mill is the turbocharged 2.4-litre 2GDF-TV machine which delivers 149 picoseconds of power at 3400 rpms with 359 Nm of torque at 1200 to 2600 rpms. The available transmission options for this are 5-speed manual and 6-speed automatic. There are 3 trims, namely G-Type, V-Type, and Q-Type, which are distinguished in terms of features they carry. For the safety concern, it contains 7 airbags, stability control, and hill assist control. See also, Toyota Innova, Toyota Revo. References. External links, Indonesian, Toyota Kijang Innova, Indonesian, History of Toyota Kijang.